And in Canada, heat warnings blanket areas of Ontario, Quebec, and Newfoundland and Labrador this hour. For more now, we're joined by David Phillips, Senior Climatologist for Environment Canada. Thanks very much for speaking with me today, David.
Okay, Angie.
My goodness, we're seeing a heat warning both in Quebec and Ontario. And are they both from the same system? And how long is this going to continue?
Well, Angie, they are. I mean, what we're under is a dome. It's like putting the Sky Dome Rogers Center right over eastern North America, and these temperatures are cooking. We see, and you mentioned a lot of Ontario, southern Quebec, Newfoundland, Labrador. So what we're seeing are some temperatures that are going to be morning, noon, and night. Much elevated, a humidex added to that, and it's going to go on for 2 or 3 days. We think come Tuesday, a cold front will come through and the heat warnings will end for eastern Canada. But we don't see a real drop-off of temperatures. They're going to still be elevated, normal to slightly above normal, but certainly a little bit more comfortable. But we have seen this situation right across the country. Ottawa, for example, has had this summer 21 days where the temperature's been above 30. They had 4 of those days, or 5 of those days last year. So it's been a much warmer kind of summer from one coast to the other, and we're seeing the implications from that, from forest fires in many areas, and also some issues for farmers because of too hot conditions. But for people who are beaching and like the warm weather, well, hey, it's been something that certainly was better than they had last year.
Well, certainly the pros and cons to all of this, then perhaps yes. The new norm, I guess, right now. But why are we experiencing these heat waves? And I mean, they are coming in and they're just relentless, if you will.
Well, I think, Angie, what has surprised me is that it's almost a global heat wave. I mean, you often see in some parts of the world, this area is burning up, it's hot, it's record temperatures. We're seeing record temperatures, and the duration of these temperatures are quite staggering. We had Death Valley, California. It's a hot place. But in July, they set records, was the hottest month ever on this planet. No place has ever been hotter than July in Death Valley. We had 4 days where the temperature got above 50, almost 53. We're seeing it in 4 continents, in unlikely places like Japan and the Koreas, and Africa is the warmest temperature they've ever had there. As we speak, parts of the Lisbon in Portugal and Spain are 80% of the country have heat warnings out. And also north of the Arctic Circle, too. So everybody is sharing in this fact that the summer seems to be very, very warm.
Well, and I guess as we look forward, we kind of look ahead and see what kind of winter we're going to have. We'll probably be talking to you about that at some point. But for now, okay. David Phillips, Senior Climatologist for Environment Canada, I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Angie.